Gosh, the pressure. Wow, we're recording already. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, people. Oh, hello, Kylie. So nice to see your name pop up, isn't
There is. You make us smile, people.
it? Kylie,
Hello.
remember me?
I was looking for all the other people when you said people. I'm like, where
Yeah,
are the people?
you are the people.
Am I the people?
We
So
are
far,
the world.
we missed you last week.
I know. I'm sorry. And I do have to leave early today. I'm sorry. I'll have to just duck off about 10 minutes before.
No worries.
That's all right. We might get through it very quickly if we answer all of your questions, and we could be
I
done.
actually just quickly looked and thought what it was the topic today. And I saw it was a Q&A. And then I was thinking, oh, do I have any questions?
Anything
I
come
don't
to
think I
mind?
do.
No, you're just on it.
I should have saved my question that I messaged you earlier for this.
Okay.
You'll
Oh,
know
are
for
you
next time.
recording already?
Yeah.
Okay. This is not quality viewing.
This is still entertaining for most people, I would
Okay.
say.
Absolutely.
Your reels are entertaining.
He's good, isn't he? He's so good.
Both of you funny.
Hi, B. He springs it on me every time. I'm like, the camera's rolling. I'm like, oh, great.
It's
Hi, B.
it's very good to watch.
Glad it's entertaining. Where are you today, B? Are you outdoors again getting coffee?
Yeah. It's my very late lunch break, so the beach is still two
Still there.
minutes
The beach
away.
hasn't moved. That's good.
Exactly.
Awesome. B, have you got any questions for us today?
Yeah, I do. So just shed some light on. So for like a recovery day, just after like I don't know, just say you've done a Zumba-thon and it's a lot of cardio, it's an activity day session. For like recovery, should you take like smaller walks or a longer walk?
Depends on how your body feels, I think. So when you say like you've done a lot of cardio, like have you
Yeah,
literally just expended heaps of energy or is your body actually sore?
like a bit of either. Like if you're unsure how to move, what's a good way to, I don't know, to like, yeah, I mean, it's just, is it like a flat answer or is it just depend on your body?
I think recovery comes down to listening to your body. There's two forms of recovery: passive recovery, where you don't do much, and that's actual rest, and active recovery, like you're talking about, which is walking. When it comes to active recovery, it really is about listening to your body and going, what do I need? What kind of movement do I need? Is it stretching? Is it short walks? Is it a long walk? Is it a swim? Those types of things. So it's probably more individual than anything when it comes to active recovery.
I, yeah.
I would personally be going for short walks because a long walk sometimes, depending on how long we're talking, more than an hour is probably going to add to the load to recover from. If you've got
Yeah.
the option to go for two or three 20-minute walks, that's probably going to be good for your body, but that's me.
And it depends
Yeah.
what time you've got available as well. Like you may not be able to do a long walk or lots of short
But
walks.
instead of just doing nothing, just say you know, where there's a, okay, I've done my exercise now in that instance, and then you just don't do anything at all.
Yeah.
You just maybe not.
Something's always better than nothing. Like unless your body is really crying out for the rest and you just literally need to like I literally have days where I just need to sit on the couch, right? And I'm like, I'm not moving. But that's off the back of thrashing my body for 3 or 4 days in a row, lifting heavy weights, but if I wasn't doing the heavy weights, then I would always want to do something. If it's a walk or stretching or even foam rolling, even a massage is considered, a bit of a really important part of recovery if your body needs it. And most of us need massage.
What does your intuition tell you be for your situation when you've done a Zumbathon? What do you think is the best thing to do the next day?
And where have you done a Zumbathon?
Oh, not around Bayside, but I have done them. But no, I don't. Yeah, like it's like I will still feel like I need to move. I just don't go, oh, I don't feel like I should not move. It's just when people are posing that question, oh, should you do anything at all? You should just relax, and it's like, well, hang on, like you still need to something. Like if someone said go for a swim, you're going to go, I'm not going to go for a swim because I just did a whole lot of exercise. That's this mentality going out there that you just have to just do nothing after, which doesn't make sense really. But to move at least a bit. But yeah, I still do a little bit. Okay, I might just stretch a bit. Or I might just after lunch I'll take a small walk and I'll still walk instead of catching the bus, something like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I think you nailed it yourself, B. Your intuition said that doesn't make sense. So just consider where you're getting your advice from. And if people are potentially pulling you in the wrong direction, that's what most of the population are trying to get away from. Like we need to get away from I don't want to say lazy mentality, but we've become very
Inactivity.
sedentary.
Hmm.
Very sedentary. So the more you can do, the better, unless you're actually doing 20,000 steps because you work so actively and, like, are you moving enough? So, yeah, you can assess that.
Yeah, okay, that's my question.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Love it. What else have you got for us?
To think of something.
I love that you came prepared.
I have a question. What is a Zumbathon?
B, would you like
I missed it.
A master class? Like,
Oh, okay.
on. What do you
Okay.
think, Karen?
Yeah, so we often, the Zumba community, not me actually at all, international instructors will come. And so they'll run like a 1.5, 2 hour session with someone famous or someone who's quite well known in the Zumba world. And sometimes they'll run with Zumba instructors within Melbourne or nationally, like a masterclass with like 5 or 10 instructors. And so that obviously goes on.
Right. Yes. Okay. So like professional development for Zumba instructors.
It's not only for Zumba instructors, it's usually open to anyone and everyone.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they're often open. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Kylie, anything to add to the active versus passive recovery in your experience?
Yeah, I just was going to say that I think that you get to a point where you just know and you trust that your body and what it can and can't do. So I definitely think that there are days where I think I should do something and I can do something if I'm on a rest day. But then there's other days, like Karen said, where I'm got no energy. I've got absolutely nothing. I'm tired. The thought of doing anything is just too much or overwhelming. And that's when I know that I just need to rest and maybe, do my steps, which is just general daily activity, walk the dog. But that's all that I would do on those days. I'd probably do around 10,000 steps or something like that. But my body feels tired. My body feels heavy. My body just feels like it needs rest. So I think that as time goes on, you definitely can tune into that a little quicker without feeling that maybe you're being lazy if you rest.
Couldn't agree more.
And you just come back so much stronger the next day, or even if it's 2 days of rest, which I try to avoid. But I know that if it's a Sunday that is like a legitimate day of rest, I come back so much more energized on the Monday and I can actually push harder in my workouts or Zumba or, that rest is actually so important. So it's great to recognize the difference in your energy. Be like, are you pushing as hard as you can at Zumba and your workouts? And then, try to feel that difference when you have a rest day and then come back with more energy.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
You've educated us well on the retreat, so I have some notes. So
yeah,
I'm gonna some more.
Awesome.
Feel free to share them in the group, B. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure. What else? Is there anything else?
Did you want to bring up the question you got?
I did get a question in the background from Kim that was just about sort of the different phases. I think we touched on it maybe in one of the other posts about the phases of sort of building muscle and then cutting. And so I just thought I'd reply to her privately rather than bring it up at the Zoom because it's quite specific to people who want to go through those phases of bulking and cutting. And that's definitely not the norm. So if that is something, I know Kylie, obviously we're talking about that in the background. I just didn't think that it was something. So it's a lot to get into because it's so personalized. It's not just as simple as saying, well, you just drop 400 calories for a cut. It really depends on the person, and similarly with trying to build muscle, everybody's so different. So yeah, if that's something that's of interest to anybody who's listening and playing back, would be if there's interest, then we can definitely talk about it in a Zoom. But yeah, we would need to sort of prepare a bit more. Yeah,
Yep.
fair.
Fair.
I think maybe it would be helpful for a lot of people to understand those phases on it from a basic level, maybe even if they're not considering to do it, just to understand that there are different phases, and just to help people maybe to be okay with eating more food. Like we spoke about just before, is that feeling of, well, it will actually help you with your training if you eat more food, rather than the fact that, well, no, you shouldn't eat more because, you've gone over your calories or something like that. I think people still need to understand a lot more about those phases and what they actually mean, and how you should eat to support yourself when you're training, rather than just eating because this is the food I'm supposed to eat on this day. Does that make sense, what I'm sort of
Yeah,
saying?
I think that's brilliant, Kylie. I love it. And perhaps we can even focus one of these Zoom calls on bulking and cutting, not because we all should be bulking and cutting, but getting a greater understanding of what's needed to bulk, i.e., grow muscle, and what's needed to cut, i.e., lose fat, because both of those are important concepts to understand here. So, yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it is important for people to recognize that there are phases or stages, because so many women, and I'm sure you're all very aware of this, so many women live in this constant diet, and some men, constant dieting, constantly chasing diets, trying to lose weight, trying to lose weight. And if they understood that that's only a temporary phase, and the goal should be obviously to build more muscle and then focus on losing some body fat, and sort of keep that process going back and forward, it would be so much more enjoyable for them as well. So that's one of the big goals that I have, is just getting women off this constant dieting roller coaster. And that's what I work with my coaching a lot behind the scenes, is for women to understand that. So yeah, we can bring that up in the next Zoom.
Why not?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
How are you, Roel?
How was your lunch,
better.
Roel? What have you got in there?
I had 2 protein balls, Karen.
Oh.
So I resetted my calorie cycle today after not being extremely strict, which is always a challenge when the boys are at home. But today I'm aiming again for just my protein.
Great.
Excellent. Have you got any questions for us, for the group today, being Q&A? Anything come to mind?
Oh, yes.
Personal questions or related to any?
Anything. You can ask anything. We always encourage it. Go, fire away.
No, I actually just kind of joined lately. Didn't prepare any questions to be honest.
Yeah, that's fine.
So none that I can think of right now.
You got a package delivered today, did you?
Yeah, I jumped on that iHerb website that you shared a couple of weeks ago,
Yep.
and I wanted to use the percentage discount for time shopper, and then I noticed I need to hit a certain amount to get free shipping, and then I said, all right, let's do it. So I think I have 6 bottles now. It's probably for
6 bottles
2
of
years.
desiccated beef liver. Who would have thought?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Ready to fuel the world.
Yeah, I think so. I won't run out
Excellent.
very soon, I think. No.
I look forward
also
to
did my
your
blood-
feedback. I look forward to your feedback.
Well, I did my plasma for the mission this morning. My hemoglobin was a bit higher, still within the ranges, but like a bit higher than normal. So I kind of, from an iron perspective, because hemoglobin is kind of iron. Well, it's kind of transporting iron, in my opinion, iron protein. So that was a bit higher than normal, still fine. So that might be a first indication of just from a metric perspective.
Yeah.
How are you
Yeah,
measuring
other
that,
than
Roel?
that, I'll let you know. They just kind of put a needle in my finger
Oh,
and take a
wow.
little bit of a blood drop. So they do that
Oh,
every
is this
time
in
when you
the
do plasma donation.
yes, blood donation? Rule donates blood. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And so I've got a quick question for you, Roel. You just mentioned that you were really relaxed with food and now you're going to flip it, or is it the other way around?
No, you heard that correctly.
So what's your mental process for doing that and what changes for you?
Seeing those numbers every day in the app that are higher than they should be is definitely helping to kind of change or do a bit of a reset. Yeah, sorry, you hear Queenie in the background probably. The kind of what I was looking at, Karen, or the way I'm looking at it, it's I had these cravings the last 3 days, and that's why I kind of first of all, I entered my numbers into the app after eating, probably also not very smart. So that's how I kind of came up to the numbers I had. So kind of trying to change that, or at least towards the end of the day, because like until dinner I'm normally fine, and then dinner is kind of goes over if I don't really kind of know what to eat or how much to eat mainly. And the other one is because of the cravings, I started to use my psyllium husk again, definitely on my whole days to just making sure I kind of feel satisfied for a longer time. So I did that this morning, I think around 10, and I had no wish till half an hour ago. I only had my lunch at 12:15, something like that. So that's definitely helping. And of course, talk to my good friend Claude to give me a low calorie protein smoothie for the morning. And
Frozen.
We've lost
300
you, Rule, but
calories, so that's definitely helping me to and stay within my calorie.
Great.
for those that don't know, Claude is Rule's AI, correct?
All right.
Yes, indeed. And I talk to it a lot.
Good friend. It's breaking up a lot, Rule. Sorry. Yeah, he's frozen again. Any other questions? Any other comments? Any thoughts? Any wins for the week? Ended on a high?
How's the retreat looking?
Oh, the retreat, we've got the 5 of you guys interested. I was hoping maybe there'd be a couple more. I had a couple of interested parties at Zumba yesterday, but they haven't followed up. So I'm kind of waiting to make that call on Friday afternoon. And
Okay.
then, yeah. And then I was thinking, okay, so if we get 7 or 8, do we go ahead? And then B, I know you're really keen on the Zumba part of it. So if we go ahead and don't run the Zumba, would you still be interested? Because it's weird to run Zumba for like 6, 7 people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we could maybe change that out and just do some, I don't know, yoga meditation, something, or I don't know. So yeah, we'd need probably at least a couple more to say yes. And then, yeah, we'll make the call on Friday.
Okay.
Hopefully
No
we know
pressure.
more.
Yeah,
Hopefully
it
we
is
know
very
more in 24 hours.
early stages though, isn't it? So it
Yeah.
would be difficult to get a good amount of people this early in your little project.
I mean, between us, we've got a big reach of people, but I think also, you know, it's winter, people are going to the snow, people are on holiday, like it's the timing of
School
it.
holidays too.
Yeah, school holidays. So we've sort of left the timing a little bit late. You kind of need to book these things way in advance, like for people to
Yeah.
reserve time. And then we do need a bigger network. So we definitely, even though we've got a big reach, yeah, we need to just keep reaching further.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll keep trying. We might try
Okay.
and do a half day thing, maybe later in the year or the start of next year, do a half day, just get people together and do some stuff. And at least that will be a good kickoff for us. But then, yeah, June next year, Vietnam. Hope you guys have saved the dates.
I saw
I
that.
haven't
Vietnam's
seen.
on my bucket.
Have you posted it I haven't seen it
Not officially, but yeah, we're definitely like there's been little snippets of talk and a few little posts here and there, but we're definitely looking at the first week of June, whether it's the first, second, or third that we kick off, something like that. But the first week of June next year. So we'll skip Easter and skip Mother's Day and skip all those things and make sure we're around and just kind of push it into the term a little bit more. Yeah.
Some of you may have seen the post about growing the community and getting paid. If you haven't, check the latest general discussion post on the Energized Life for the opportunity to both grow the community and also get a free month in here. We'd love more people to be involved and we'd love you guys to benefit from it. So check that out.
Yeah, definitely. And the leaderboard as well, just keep whoopsie, sorry, that's not the right screen. There you are. So that's the post there that Tully's talking about, so you can read through that. And our leaderboard, wowzers, Kim
is flying. Kylie,
He's on fire.
You're catching her, B, you're getting there.
Rule slipped back. Rule's been busy traveling and having fun.
That's right.
All right. Well,
Always.
I think we'll leave you guys, let you get on with your day. But thank you so much for jumping on today. Hope that you have a takeaway from there, some tips.
Thank you.
And see you next week, hopefully.
Okay, guys, have a good week.
Thank you, guys. You too.
Everyone,
Bye.
bye.